This is crazy. Why this thing ain't showing? Try it again. Sam Tat. Yeah, I'm working now. Hey, Cookie. Can you hear me now, Cookie? Can you hear me now? This thing be acting up. Cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. I'm doing okay. You forgot to call me. I've been sitting here waiting for your phone call. Oh, you must have got busy. There you go. Hey, Jesse. Welcome to the stream. Namaste. Namaste. I think you from India. Yeah, I got an emergency service call at around. Okay, then. That's understandable. I'm doing good. Can't complain. Ain't gonna do no better if you complain about it. It's still gonna be the same. Complain, complain, complain. Nothing never get fixed. Oh no, he worked at his job. He's fine. That's all it was. Angelo, welcome to the stream. How's everybody doing? Let's say I started a stream up. I just got finished watching that mega movie about that mega fish. Pretty interesting. And there's another version of Jaws. That's all it was to me. There's another version of Jaws. That's what it was. Another version of Jaws. My internet is working on a Sunday. Can you believe it? I went in there, got another box. Got everything different. Another computer, another box, and it's working on a Sunday. Most on Sunday nights, it be all messed up. Oh, the egg, I forgot to tell you. I got a breeding pair. I found it in a 20-gallon tank. And there's Aloe. Yeah, I figured it out. Hold on, bright light about to come on. There you go. I gotta switch lights, cameras. I'll be right back. Take That's the most. Well, I got sound now. I got sound. I was sitting up there talking to myself. Why I keep losing sound? This is crazy. I gotta keep checking the sound. Why do I keep losing sound for? Be right back. Oh, okay then. I don't know why my sound keep going back and forth. Still have sound, still got sound. I keep checking. Why I keep losing sound for, I don't know. Not everybody. Hellos, I wonder how long before I have Plecos fried that tank. They in there. I found some in the 20 gallon. I lost my volume. Every time I turn around, I keep losing my volume.
What's up, Big Easy?
Not much. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
I saw you. You must be working a lot.
Yeah, definitely been working a lot. Keeping busy trying to make extra money for Christmas, for Christmas presents and all that. So,
Okay. How's that 75 gallon doing you was working on over the summer?
a lot better. A lot of convict fry in it.
Okay.
And I moved all the super red plecos, chocolate plecos, and stuff like that into the 75 today. So, and
Okay.
picked up a couple of bigger catfish that'll grow. Well, they can grow out to be about 18 inches, 16 or 18 inches long. Um, I can't remember the name offhand of them. Well, oh, Eclipse catfish, I think, is the name of it. Then I picked up some ghost shrimp for my Bahaka puffer to chase around the tank. So,
No sweat, please. Do some exercise.
Hey, Big, your volume's kind of coming in low on your mic, so I don't know if it's quite
What is
near you.
going on here?
No, maybe it's just you're not talking into it so close or something. I don't know. I can hear you, but I don't. I just maybe it's my background noise is
I
allowed.
don't know. I'm
So,
talking my hooch. Let me go back over
oh,
here
okay,
and hang out and check and see if I still got volume. It's still working.
nice,
Better now. I moved it more closer to my mouth.
right,
Yeah, it's better now. I gotta keep an eye on it. I gotta work out. I got another computer. I gotta work out the thing. She goes, why the volume keep on dropping? It
very
fall.
cool.
If I go from watching movies, then when I switch back over, I have problems with my speed.
Right,
I don't think I'm gonna be able to
isn't
watch
it
movies on
aggravating?
here. Hmm?
It's aggravating when you do that.
No. I
Yeah,
think my
Teresa says
computer.
she thought it was her just going deaf.
Nope, it's fine me. I probably gotta start talking more louder. Then somebody asked him, why you got about 4 or 5 headsets?
Mhm.
If one pair don't work, I go find another pair that will work.
Right, I
I'm
hear
about to
that.
switch up and I'm about to switch it. I'm about to get another pair and see will that make it sound better. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, Jamie says it sounds like it's indirect, like you're talking to the side of the mic.
Is that better?
Much better. Well, I put my earbuds in, so that might be helping me out.
I got another pair of
Not so much background
headphones.
noise on my side.
I got another pair of headphones. Yeah, we got another pair. Sometimes it works and sometimes it don't really work.
So what's new with you?
Nothing. I went inside my 20-gallon tank and I found a breathing pair. They was too big to be in that 20-gallon. They ready to breathe, so I took them out and put them in a
What type of
10-gallon
fish?
tank.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch.
I found a pair of Pecos. They ready to breathe. So I
Oh,
took
okay,
them
cool.
out. I took them out the 20-gallon tank
Mm-hmm.
and put them.
Well, it all depends on the size of them. If they're breeding, that's okay. Right.
I put them inside the 20. I need it on the bottom so they can go ahead and breathe. They was too big to be in there with all them other fishes. Anyway, I got all those fake plants in there, like 20 gallon. I don't want to be having a bunch of fries. And you know how they poop.
Yeah, I got a ton of. I didn't realize the convicts had spawned again. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think the first time the convicts spawned, um, they were wigglers or they had the egg sac on them. You know what I mean? And I don't think they made it to the wiggler stage. But now there's a bunch of wigglers I see around where the convicts are protecting. So that's good news.
I don't know. It comes down to Pecos. I think I prefer to have them when they about to breed. I think I prefer to have them in a bear tank.
Well, I know they like to breed in like hideaways where the male can protect the fry, you know what I mean? Or
Right.
protect the eggs. That's why I try to have clay pots or something or a pleco cave or something like that where the male can go in there and protect them after the female drops the eggs or whatever.
Right. So, and I was gonna put that.
And I'm I'm hoping I can get my super red plecos to spawn in the 75. I know there's a lot of convicts and there's other breeding
Ooh.
going on, so but if I need to, I'll remove the convicts and put them in a different tank. So any other big projects you're thinking on working on?
I gotta get rid of all these tetras in this tank
Right.
because I'm tired of tetras. I done had tetras for so long. It just getting boring. Cause Jeremy Sergeant Tank he built those caves there,
Very cool.
and I found out those I love those things for breeding for those plecos. They go in there and they had them eggs. The male can secure the eggs real good in there. I don't know. Somebody's in there now. But I think when I was looking at it, I think she was about to lay eggs yesterday when I
That's
found
good.
her.
Sometimes I swear they're this hide out, you know what I mean, to get away.
Mm-hmm. But she was telling hide herself yesterday. So I took her out the 20 gallon and I put her because she was hiding inside that piece of that plastic log. I'm like, that ain't gonna work.
Hmm.
So I left her in there and I brought her over here in the middle of the night. I was streaming too. Then I just put that on top of that cave. Eventually she left that and went in that cave. I don't know when she did. 'Cause I ain't really paid no attention. I don't know who's out and who's in. But the the other tank got a set over there. Cause there's two tanks, and the other set she got the albino gene.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she got the albino gene. Sometimes there's some binos in there. I got two fries, but they take forever to grow.
Oh yeah, the plecos are the if you got like I think you if I heard you correctly, you got plecos from Jeremy, right?
Yeah,
For
from
Sergeant
Jeremy.
Tanks.
Yeah.
So if you got his chocolate plecos
Yes.
from fry to getting to breeding stage could be a year. You know what I mean? They're very slow growers.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll be 1 or 2 inches, probably what 4 or 5 months from what I've seen.
They take
You
forever
know?
to grow. But once they get the breeding, they breed for you.
Oh yeah, I've had the chocolate plecos breed for me because I got I want to say 4 or 5 from Jeremy, maybe even more. Maybe it was 10. I can't remember. And whatever tanks I put the chocolate plecos in,
Mm,
within a matter of months they started breeding for me. So,
right.
but of course they were breeding in the 18-gallon tote that was on the floor.
Hmm.
So, but there was always duckweed on the top. Light would get in there, but it would be like a dim light. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So I really couldn't see past the duckweed unless I very gently swooshed it out of the way. You know what I mean?
And you had so much duckweed in that tote.
Well, you know what? It honestly, the duckweed saves my fish. So,
Yeah.
because when I get really busy, even though I may not stream, if I can get a month without a water change, I'll go a month besides this topping off due to what evaporates. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, I don't know if you saw my stream earlier because I actually just streamed like what, 15, 20 minutes ago for
I
about an hour.
I was watching
And
that Meg movie.
oh, that's a good movie. I like that.
Yeah.
Um, so long story short, I've had two 10-gallon tanks with guppies breeding galore, and I just have a tiny bit of duckweed, some Naha grass, and different mosses and other plants in there, and I have not changed the water probably in 3 months. Done a really official water change to it. Just top offs. And I do check the TDS and the ammonia levels and all that at least, once a week just to be safe. So there's something to be said about plants
Yeah, they will
because
save
if
your
it's not a
tank.
stream and it's a pond or a lake, besides rain,
Hmm.
any runoff from the rain, it doesn't get any fresh water. You know what I mean?
Right. But it's because it's underneath there. It's hard for to get a lot of sun.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of plants just die underneath there.
Right.
But the plecos love it.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
close
know.
the door and they just love the dark.
Well, you got to think plecos are more bottom feeders, right?
Right.
Really. So they like the dark areas.
Yeah, they do.
So, but I'm thinking I'm going to, just because I want the plants to take off a little bit more in the 75, I think I'm going to take like 4 or 5 scoopfuls of duckweed out of there and throw it in the 125. So my 4 or 5 goldfish that are in the 125 can eat some of it.
Hmm.
And then it'll probably take another month or two before the whole 75 gallons covered over in duckweed or so, depending on how much I fertilize. So, besides the plecos, you get any new fish lately?
Um, I ain't bought no new fishes. I need to get some new
Nice,
fishes.
cool. Um,
I just got all these guppies.
there's nothing wrong with guppies, man. Guppies are entertaining. I just like to have, I have definitely have MTS, definitely.
Multi-ticket.
Well, geez, Black Friday, if they're selling 20 longs or 10 gallons, for like, $10 or less, or if it's half price, I'm probably gonna buy 6 or 8 of them. You know what I mean? That way, I
Man.
can fill up the rest of my the rack in the living room and
You was
or
building a
you
rack.
know, huh?
You was talking about you was gonna build a rack in the
Yeah,
kitchen.
some of that stuff got postponed. Um, just because I got busy and money got tight because when I transferred to the new house I'm at, I wasn't sure of my overtime because the reason why I had to step back from, you know, building anything is because my old house, they were running at a deficit, so they cut any full overtime out. But the new place
Oh,
I'm at, I
no.
can have as much as I want.
Oh, okay.
So, but I'm planning on switching jobs, because there's a company hiring uh, a company that manufactures buses for Volvo or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go into like try my hands at possibly manufacturing. You know what I mean? Being on an assembly line or something like that. I mean, it's a
Okay.
$5 to $6 an hour bump from what I'm currently making.
Ain't nothing
So
wrong with that. You can buy
no, the only
more
thing that
tanks.
stinks is instead of doing 50 miles round trip, I'll be doing 100 a day. So
Oh
gonna
my
rack up some
God.
serious mileage. But yeah, but if I can get on the besides being like a temporary, once I get trained, if everything goes well,
Mm-hmm.
um, once I get trained and then I get on the line, once I get a full-time position, it jumps from like 18.57 an hour or 97 an hour up to somewhere between 20 and 25 an hour. Because
Okay.
then so there's even another pay bump. So
Ain't
that's going to
nothing.
put me, even at 20, that's going to put me $6 or $7 more an hour.
Right.
So it'll be worth the extra drive.
It is.
But and
Just don't.
DPK or Carlos says he loves guppies.
He loves
So do
guppies.
I. Hmm. Believe it or not, I was half tempted to just clear out the tote of all my fish and do something different. Maybe make that a shrimp tank. Move a lot of the shrimp from my other 10-gallon because the shrimp don't really care if they have much light, you know.
Mm-mm.
And let's make that another like place for shrimp to breed. Ultimately, if I do get this job, it'll be a lot harder work and I'll have way more travel, but it'll be more rewarding at the end of the week when I can actually buy more stuff for like fish or do the projects I want to do with the fish stuff, you know?
Right.
And obviously, it's better for my family.
More income.
Yep. Maybe be able to move out of this 1 bedroom that I'm in into a 2 bedroom house or something like that.
Right.
But I'm not going to put my eggs
Have
before,
a
you know what I
fish
mean?
room. And
What's that?
you can get you a fish room.
Mm-hmm. Well, in a way, kind of most of my apartment's a big fish room in a way. Only, yeah, I know what you're saying. Down in a basement or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, how many tanks do you have, Big? Because it's been a long time since I've joined any streams and talked to anyone lately. So,
The 75 gallon, two tens, 120, and these Tupperware containers on top of my fish tank. And let me grab this camera. You won't believe what I did with all. I got about 60 or more plecos.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I got about 60 plecos.
Oh, awesome. That's a lot.
I
I'm probably at about 30 or 40 myself between all my tanks.
got them in a pretzel jar.
Oh, nice. That's okay.
Everybody just laugh at me. Somebody said, "You
Teresa,
carry."
Teresa Cookie says, "Oh, why does my twisted valve keep dying? Did you recently add it to the tank? Because it could be dieback. Maybe there's not enough light, or there's not enough nutrients in the tank for the plants to survive. So it could be a multiple of things." Just in my experience, whenever I put plants in my tank, no matter how seasoned the tank is, there's always a little dieback. And twisted valve, it all depends. Do you have it floating or do you have it in the substrate? Hi, Marilyn. Yeah, I can't figure it out on my phone how I can watch the YouTube live stream and mute it like I would on my desktop and still hear
Mhm.
you through Hangouts. So I got an echo if I do that and try to play the live stream.
Mhm.
Oh, nice. Welcome. So you got a new viewer, Marilyn.
Oh, thank you, man. Welcome to the stream. I don't know how many albinos I got stuck over.
Mm-hmm. I think I got one albino, one big albino from the chocolate plecos from Jeremy or Sergeant Tank. But all of his, there's always a chance the chocolates that he gives you, there's always a slight chance you'll get the albino gene. You know what I mean?
I got one came out, and I keep her separate. I don't let her get mixed up with nobody.
Yep.
I keep her separate. I know where she at.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I might be up around your range with plecos. I forgot my 18-gallon tote that sits near the 125 on the floor too. I believe there's 10 or 12 rubber lip plecos in that tank or
Mm-mm-mm.
tote. That's why
That
I
water
literally
is
I'm
icy
always,
cold.
what's that?
That water is icy cold. I ain't gonna.
What?
I was gonna show you that pleco in there, but I gotta
Oh,
find something to lift it.
I can't see the stream because if I play the stream, it's gonna,
Okay.
I'll get the echo because I'm not on my desktop with the Wi-Fi
Okay.
through, you know,
You on your phone?
yeah. And if I don't know how to mute the stream. Maybe if I went through the internet itself on my phone instead of the YouTube app, I could do it.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, I'm sharing bandwidth with my landlord. So,
Okay.
yep. Hi, Ellen Queen. How are you? She's like, hi, everyone.
She
Oh,
done
Captain
changed
is
her
here too.
picture.
What's that?
Auden Queen changed her picture.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I just noticed that.
I forget how many he sent me years ago, and now I got so many these plecos. It's ridiculous.
Well, do you have a local fish store, a fish club you're part of that you can part with some of them?
Ain't
You know,
nobody
like the
wanna buy.
babies.
Nobody wanna buy none of these. I'm
Why?
No stores around here want them.
Are they big chain stores?
Nope.
What are
It's
they all?
on.
Chocolate plecos?
They all chocolate plecos. They want reds, and they want Spencer plecos. They don't want them Bristols. They want
Yeah.
exotic plecos.
like golden nuggets and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But stuff that takes a lot long, you know what I mean? I'm
Yeah,
but on that one. But
they want all them
um,
type of
I'm just trying to
plecos.
think. I take some of your chocolate plecos off your hands.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
I
I
mean, I got
got,
some big tanks I can put them in. So
I got them. You seen that?
yeah, I definitely have. Yeah, Carlos says that sucks. They only want expensive plecos.
Yeah.
I believe a local fish store that uh bring fish to like fancy guppies that's assorted. Even if I only got like 25, 30 cents, I don't care if I could get a store credit or something. I'd offload as many as I could.
Don't even want the exotic plecos.
What's that?
Don't even want exotic plecos.
Mm-hmm. There's one place up here that I went to the store once. That's how I got the big LED, used LED I have on my 75. That's
Mm-hmm.
like meant for a 6 foot tank, and it's on a 4 foot tank, but that's okay. um, so they said they would take them off my hands, but I just have to talk to the owner, because they do have quarantine set tanks set up in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just thinking, so I could offload some of the guppies, maybe some of the snowball shrimp and some of the cherry red shrimp that I have, kind of an excess. I actually moved around my 10 gallon. I thought the shrimp population downsized, but nope, it's just because the Naha grass is so thick I can't see them all. So I think in my 10 gallon, the main tank that most of the shrimp are in, got to be like 300 or 400 of them in there.
Okay.
Carlos says try getting checkerboard cichlids big easy. That will definitely sell like hotcakes.
I never heard no checkerboard.
Hmm. Molly, leave that 75 gallon alone. Now that I have pretty much the bulk of the plecos in the 75 gallon in my bedroom, my
Mm-hmm.
dog, it's like almost eye height for her so she can see them.
Uh-oh.
It's okay. I believe it or not, I had a 125 gallon on the my pine dresser or whatever when I was living
Mm-hmm.
with my parents, full, and it supported the weight. But I didn't have a dog trying to jump up and see them. So
Molly got away about what, 50 or 60 pounds? How much do Molly weigh?
Molly, about
Yeah.
105, 106 pounds.
Whoa, I didn't know she was that big.
She's thick. Her dad's like a type of German Shepherd. It's a
Mm-hmm.
mix between Black Lab and Shiloh Shepherd. So she's got like the stocky frame and the big paws and somewhat pointed ears.
Mm-hmm.
Not quite a German Shepherd ears, but I can see him when she hears something. Her ears
Mm-hmm.
go from being flappy to like straight up like a German Shepherd's. So,
Okay. When Daddy come out.
yep. Uh, Now, if I was looking at one of the plecos on the backside or whatever, and talk details or something.
Oh yeah, about me shipping these plecos up there.
What's that?
About me shipping these plecos up there.
Mm-hmm. Offload some of them. I'll take them.
All right then.
You know, whether I pay shipping or whatever.
Okay.
I've done that before. I don't mind doing that stuff. You know,
Oh,
even if you wanted a couple bucks for them, I don't. You know,
yeah.
have you ever shipped anything before or?
Yeah, I ship things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I gotta send some to buy. Um, if that, I remember if that's how I or view the VU guy. You want some of my super red babies?
Okay then.
And I'm gonna send him some cherry shrimp because he sent me some pearl weed and stuff like that. So
Okay.
he's a younger kid. I paid for the shipping for that too. So because he doesn't have a job, I think he's like 16 or 17.
I got a
I'm
box
not.
here.
Mm-hmm.
I
Buy
got
from
shipping
anything that comes
stuff.
in, especially Jeremy's boxes with the insulation and all that he puts in them.
I know I got Jeremy box. I'm looking at Jeremy box right now.
I got about six or not six, but I think I got like 3 or 4 of them sitting under my kitchen table.
I got Jeremy box looking at right now. That's sad to say that because when I bought that last cave from him,
Mm-hmm.
I tell anybody, don't you throw Jeremy box away.
No, even if you don't need the big box, the insulation. Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
with it being like kind of winter, pretty much winter at this point here, like the average
Mm-hmm.
temp at night is in the 20s now. You know what I mean?
That's
So, so I definitely, and I have the breeder bag, you know, the bags, not breather bags, but you know, the fish bags from, you know, my aquarium box samples, you know. So I got like 20 or 25 fish bags, if not more,
that's
maybe
what I
50.
need. Some good fish. I need some better fish bags.
Well, they're the regular ones that you see stores use. You know what I mean?
I don't have none of those good ones like that.
Hmm. I think these ones are like the 6-inch wide bags or maybe the 8-inch wide bags, you
I
know, on the
can't
baits.
find them.
Huh?
I can't find those big bags like that.
Um, check out my aquarium box.
My
They
current
might sell those individually,
okay then.
you know, or sell like a 25 pack for like 9, $10 or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they sell. I mean, plastics is plastic. I don't know.
Oh,
And Petzotic says www pet code Pleco Whisper 15 get 15% off your entire order. Aquatic plants are 20% off. That's cool. I'll have to check that out. Oh.
'cause I can breed peckles like it ain't nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta clean this other tank out, but I'm about to breed some more.
All right. I'd say get if your bigger tanks aren't overstocked yet and they got friendly fish in them. You know what I mean? More community fish. Throw the
Mm-hmm.
plecos in there and let them breed like crazy in a bigger tank. That way you don't have to worry about moving them all the time. It's really gonna nip at them. You know what I mean? And bully them. They'll be fine.
You see what I put them inside a pretzel jar and they fine. I put them in totes. I put them everywhere.
Right.
But I got shit something up to Diego.
Nice.
Yep. But I got a bunch of them. I got a bunch of them in a 20 gallon. Some little ones. I got plecos everywhere.
Yeah,
Everybody,
let's see. In my 20 long on my kitchen table, I think there's 5 or 6 plecos in there. Super reds.
mm-hmm.
And then I think I got 2 chocolates that I hardly ever see because they're usually hiding out in the pots or whatever's in there.
But once they get old, they don't. You don't. They ain't worth a darn.
Hmm. Well, not unless someone's looking for a breeding pair. if you're willing to give up a breeding pair. You know what I mean?
Hmm. I got a breathing pair now. I just gave a breathing pair away last year. I had a breeding pair and I sold it. I got it.
Right.
I'm waiting right now because the one I just found yesterday. I think it's a breeding pair. I'm just waiting to find out. When they breed, I say, "Oop, I got another breeding pair."
Nice.
Yeah, I said them pair. Was it this summer? Yeah, I sent him a breeding pair.
That's awesome.
I can tell now when they ready to breed.
Mm-hmm.
I done had them so much I can tell who ready to start breeding. After a while, you keep them long enough, you know when they ready to start breeding.
Right. I know that.
When they start getting a certain size, I probably got a breeding one in this jar. I ain't really paying attention to.
Mm-hmm. When you're not paying attention to them, that's usually when they breed. In my experience.
Yeah, no, not yet. I get this one here a couple more, probably March. It's gonna be ready to start breeding.
Right.
Yep, March. Might be February if it still be here. I hope not.
Oh.
I can breed them.
Mhm.
I can get them set up to breed. Cops crack me up when he talk about my guppies. I sent him some guppies one time. He said he had two female guppies in his tank. He opened the bag up to put the guppies with the his two female guppies. Next thing he know, my males attacked his guppies. And ever since he been saying that, I gotta separate I gotta separate the males from the females. But every time you turn around, he got too many guppies. Oh no, stay away from Mars guppies. They go bang, bang, bang. I done heard people say they go out here and they get fishes from people and they think their fish is gonna breed.
Mm-hmm.
And they get them, they don't breed.
I swear, sometimes they just have to adjust to your water parameters and get used to it, and you know what I mean. Get out of being stressed, and
Mm,
then it just takes time. You know.
yeah, just have to give it time.
All right. All right, big. I'm gonna take off for a bit. I got some things to take care of before it gets much later.
Yeah, what is it? 9:30. I'm at nine twenty
Just
six.
about 9:30. Yep.
Yeah, 9:26.
All right, man. Well, thanks for having me on the stream.
It was nice to have you. I ain't seen you in ages.
Yeah, I've just been busy with work and then getting home too late and being too exhausted to hop on or do anything. So, all right,
Um,
man. Well, I'll catch up with you a little bit later. Okay.
all right then.
Take it easy.
Okay then. Then it was only me. Oh God, I'm getting sleepy my own sound. Somebody that came in. Carlos, what are you doing? It's hard for me to stay up. You know it's my bedtime. Mm. Then it was 10. Somebody's lurking. Me too. What to do? Snowball fight. Pro Tim. He ain't gonna be on for 15 minutes. You know that. Wow, he been on for 9 minutes, so he be off for shortly. You know he only gonna be on for 15 minutes. Anything past 15 minutes, you got 5 more minutes and he be gone. That's true. I think his last stream lasted for 15 minutes. Unless he's streaming. And nobody throwing super chat, so he know he ain't gonna stream that long. You know this, man. Let's take a nap and wake up later on. What time you want to wake up? 3 o'clock? 2 o'clock? The night crew was sleeping. All right, then. Let's sign out. I see you at 2. Because everybody else is sleeping. Bye-bye.